there is only one God, and you say this God is a tree, in the day of judgment, do you think you'll be saved?
I didn't say there's only one God. I said I don't believe in God.
If you believe.
كن سعيدا كن فريدا عش بفخر في الحياة لا تبالي.
He worshipped.
Who's your God? Who do you believe in?
I believe in the God of Jesus.
Why did he put the world right?
I explained to you, I believe in the God of Moses,
Abraham.
God of Abraham, God of Jacob, God of Solomon, God of Noah, God of Adam, God of Muhammad, peace be upon them all. So do you believe Jesus had a God? Do you believe Jesus is God while he had a God? Which is?
Brother.
You forgot. Why doesn't he put the world right? Why do all this trouble there?
If there is only one God, and you say this God is a tree, in the day of judgment, do you think you'll be saved?
I didn't say there's only one God. I said I don't believe in God.
If you believe.
But I do.
Okay, you don't believe in God.
So why?
Okay, do you believe in yourself?
What's it?
Okay.
But
Do
why
you believe?
Why don't you answer the question?
I want to understand. No. I want you to understand where we come from when we say there is a God. Do you believe nothingness can create something?
I believe that if there was a God, he would put the world right. Stop all this fighting, this killing.
May I ask you one simple question? Do you believe nothingness can create something?
Do I believe in nothing? Yes.
Nothingness which doesn't exist can create something that exists?
No, you're going about existence again. You bring to the wall that.
No, very reasonable question. If something doesn't exist, can it create anything?
I'm not on about that.
I am asking you about our universe.
I am asking you, but you won't answer my question.
As I just said,
He's coming to you. He's coming to you.
Yes, sir.
the reason why I believe in a God, I will tell you why.
Why have you stopped all this fighting, killing, and starvation, floods and all this? Why? If you so
If we believe God has given us free will, to exercise the free will means you can use a knife to cut an apple and have the apple and eat it, or kill someone, right? If you don't have free will, then God can stop you from harming anyone. But we believe God has given us free will. That means some people will use this free will wrongly and injure and harm others. Are you listening? Do you think we have free will?
Yes.
Right. Free will means some people will use it in a wise way and some people won't.
That's exactly what's happening, isn't it?
Yeah. So it is not that God doesn't exist because there are evil things happening in the world. What it demonstrates is people are exercising the free will wrongly. And that's why you have all this chaos and corruption. In the Quran, the book from God, Allah tells us, corruption has occurred in the land and the sea. What man has earned, their own hands, what we have done. We have polluted the air. We have polluted the land. We have polluted the sea. Because of this, we have all these problems. Do you know there is a layer called the ozone layer? We have created a hole in the ozone layer.
All that. Why?
Wait, can I finish? Because we have created a hole in the ozone layer, now very harmful rays can pass through this hole, come to us, please, just to demonstrate it properly, and then we can get skin cancer. Who is responsible? God or man?
Man.
Us,
Man
exactly.
yeah.
So just because there are problems in this world, none of the problems are man-made. Man-made. None of them man-made. So God says He created this world, and He has put a balance. He says, do not transgress or overstep this balance. لا تخسروا الميزان. Don't disturb this balance. If you, for example, the ecosystem. If you maintain the ecosystem, then it will be very nice for everyone and everything. But we disturb the balance and we cause problems. So,
السلام عليكم. What do you mean last week? Wallahi, let's see.
he had put it right, but he gave people the free will, and then people are not putting it right. People are to blame for what they're doing.
So it's not God, it's us. Disobeying.
Yeah?
It's the point, yeah.
Do you understand the basis of a simple question?
I just told you.
You've got a God.
God has given us,
But I don't
created
believe
this
in it.
life. Okay, what would make you believe there is a creator of our universe? What would convince you, without a shadow of doubt,
Nothing
that
would be all the scientists, the physicists. I'm not interested in that. What I'm saying
what would convince you?
nothing is interesting.
If you want to believe in something, you should believe on evidence, right? What evidence would convince you?
Put the world on, took all his killing, his fighting, his
I
flooding.
just told you,
and all this.
the reason why you don't see, no, the reason why there is, no, I'm just telling you, because your demand doesn't seem to be very meaningful. I'm telling you why.
No, I think it'd
No,
be any meaningful.
no, I'm telling
if
you
they
why.
cured all this ill health and all this trouble.
Please listen. Okay, let me ask you a question. If there was no problem in this world, no malaria, no mosquito, no tsunami, no cancer, no AIDS,
We
no
wouldn't
pain,
have full
let me finish,
Don't jump the gun.
no suffering,
I want to get the same answer.
no suffering, no evil, would that automatically prove that there is a creator?
No, but it would be a wonderful world.
Wait. If that doesn't automatically prove there is a creator, how does the opposite of that, where there is suffering, pain, prove that there is no creator? You're not being very logical, I'm sorry. If suffering, pain, mosquito proves that there is no creator, the absence of that then logically should prove that there is a creator. But you say no, it doesn't. That means your argument about the problem of evil is not a good argument in the first place. It's a very weak argument.
You're ready for it.
No, what I'm saying is the argument not to believe in a creator because there are suffering is a very weak and acceptable argument. It's not a valid argument. Because if it was valid, then the opposite of that would be also true. If there was no suffering, that means there's a God. If there was no evil, there is a God. But you don't believe, that follows logically. So this argument of problem of evil is a very weak, invalid argument. So
I
now,
never said that, you said.
but you believe there is not a creator, because if there was a creator, then there shouldn't be all of these problems.
Yes.
But I'm saying, if there wasn't these problems,
Opposite side.
does that mean there is a creator?
No, I don't believe in God.
Okay.
I'm an atheist.
So what? Okay. What is your positive evidence for atheism?
I've just asked you a simple question, you know.
You said you're an atheist.
I'm an atheist. I don't believe
Good.
in God. I've told you 1,000 times, haven't I? Okay. How many more times have I tell you that?
What is your evidence for this non-belief?
Oh, it's my belief.
Is it based on something?
No, my belief.
Is it based on anything?
My belief.
Based on belief? It's a blind belief.
Based on what?
So it's a
Talking
blind
to you,
belief.
I'm talking, go ahead.
So it's a blind belief.
If you say so.
No,
But it's my
when I
belief.
say blind, if you say like religion is a blind belief, if you cannot provide any evidence. So if you cannot provide any evidence for your belief or your reasons, it's a blind belief. You just believe. For example, you can believe you're the King of England.
No, I don't.
If somebody does, without any evidence, it's just a blind belief. So it is important, do you not agree, to know and ask what would convince us that there is a creator of this universe?
I don't tell you, answer your question.
What would convince you?
I'm telling you, I don't believe in God.
No, I'm not saying there is.
So you have
To believe in something. Okay, to believe in a God.
When it happens, I'll come back here and I'll tell you.
So this universe came from where?
No, you tell me.
If there is no God, then this universe, you have to explain where it came from.
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Okay.
Where's your God say it come from?
I'll tell you about this universe. The
Where's your God
universe,
say it come from?
this universe cannot come from absolute nothingness, because absolute nothingness doesn't exist. Non-existence cannot make existence like this universe. So that's out of our options. Absolute nothingness,
So
whether
are we
it's
going back to the Big Bang theory?
No.
Is that what you're going to-
No. Just listen what you
to
say.
explain this universe, where it came from, we have lots of options. There's a creator that brought this universe into existence, or there is nothing that brought it into existence. If we say there is nothingness that brought into existence, that option is not very meaningful, reasonable, rational. Why? Nothingness is non-existence. Non-existence cannot create anything in existence. Because
Where did we come from? Then?
Okay,
You're
let me-
asking me, you're answering me. You're
I will.
asking me that.
What does this rock dream of?
You know what you're talking about.
Nothing. This rock, I say, dreams of nothing. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, go on.
Good. Can that nothing make the universe? It can't. Because that nothing the rocks dream of cannot make the universe. Because it doesn't exist, it doesn't have the power, it doesn't have the energy,
Where
it
did
doesn't
we
have...
come from? You asked that question to me.
I
and
am going to
coming
now...
to you. He's coming to you.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to you.
We will,
Round and
what we're
round.
doing is, the process that we are now using is eliminating the wrong answers, and we will come to the right
Right,
answer.
we've eliminated
By
all
the
that,
process
right?
of,
Come to the chairs and tell me.
by the process of
Why
elimination,
won't you?
please, by the process of elimination, nothingness, do you agree, nothingness, like this dream of the rocks cannot create this universe?
You'll see it.
No, I want you to have some thought about
Then
it.
when you answer me question, you're going on and on and on.
I'm not
You
going
are,
on.
you
I'm
are,
making logical step by
Well,
step.
give us your logical answer then, and I'll accept
Do you
it.
agree
I don't
logically?
believe in God, I'm an atheist. I'm
Good.
telling you the truth.
Do you agree logically the nothingness that the rocks dream of cannot make this universe? Do you agree?
Well, I agree that you're going down here, these rocks here.
The dream that these rocks have cannot make the universe. Do you
I
agree?
don't dream about these rocks.
Not
don't
you.
think
The rocks
that.
dream
Yeah, I
of.
don't know, but that's the rocks, won't we? That's the rocks.
So do you think it's possible the rocks dream?
I don't know. No,
The
wait,
rocks
see,
don't
that's
dream,
every
come
time.
on.
Wait, so okay, they don't dream. Now what?
Right.
Where we going now?
So because they don't dream, so they don't dream of anything. The things they don't dream of, which is nothing, can this nothing make you watch?
No.
Thank you. That's a very intelligent answer. This nothing cannot make this watch. This nothing cannot make anything that you
Tell
can
me
see.
now where we come from.
So I am going to.
Did your God create us, or did our God create us? What I don't believe in, or what?
This nothing, the concept of nothing, as you realize, cannot make anything. Right? So it has to be something that has made this universe. Yeah?
Which is, we're getting there now.
Now we're getting this
We're
one.
getting there. Go on.
Now, what are the attribute, quality, or property of that something that has made this universe? We need to now understand what this something has that can make this universe.
Right, tell me, come on.
Okay.
I'm
Do
running
you
out of
agree that this something must have energy?
Yes,
Of course. Without energy, you can't do anything.
that's right.
Good. Do you also agree that this something must have a will to bring about something?
Yes.
Exactly. So this thing, something, let's call it the originator. I didn't say God, originator of our universe.
Origins of the universe.
Originator of the universe.
Right.
This originator has energy and a will.
Who is he? Or what is this origin?
We're coming there
Come
slowly
on,
and
you're
slowly,
going round and round and
slowly,
round.
because these things require a lot of thought processes to arrive at the correct answer. If we jump steps, we might fall into the error.
Yeah, but I can't be 8 to 7 o'clock tonight.
No, it's not going to take that
I heard
long.
you go down to that
It's not
day.
going to
You
take
went
long.
on and on and on.
No, it's not going to take that long. So this something, do you also accept that? This something also must be conscious because it has a will. A willing agent, for example, when you make a cup of tea, you do that consciously. You get the cup, get the milk, get the sugar, get the tea, put your kettle on, get the milk from the fridge, you put it in a proportion, you stir it. It's a conscious planning and decision, right?
That's
Good.
life. That's life.
That's what I do with my drinks, for example. Even though I don't have to.
So will you please answer me the question?
He's coming
I am.
to
If
you.
you don't mind, my
Be patient.
friend.
I am.
Be patient.
Be patient,
Yeah.
please.
No, it's not about patience. You are being very patient.
I am
so
being patient,
I,
you know.
of course you are being patient. I have to thank you for being so
I
patient.
appreciate your
So,
input and
so,
everything,
so,
but just
so,
answer me the question.
as I said,
Bearing in mind, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God, right?
But-
I don't believe in your. Don't touch me. I don't believe in your God, right?
You know,
I
some
don't
you
believe
believe.
in the cross.
He don't believe in that one.
I don't believe in that one.
Wrong guy. Wrong
How
bloke.
many are we?
Okay.
You only joined it.
You know what? Now,
No, listen. Do you
so far,
understand? It's a lot.
so far. He's breaking it down. So far,
I've been here 2 hours.
not 2 hours. How long have you been here recording? 15 minutes. 15 minutes, not 2 hours. Between me and you, it's only 15 minutes. So, we both agree a conscious entity with energy and a will brought about this universe. Next question is, How many of these entities are there? Possibly. How many?
The next question is, and the same one I'll ask you again. You said you're God, I'm a God. I don't believe in God.
I didn't talk about God.
Now, you did. You've mentioned
I
God.
said originator, didn't I?
You've mentioned God a few
Originator.
times.
No, originator.
Hey?
We agreed so far on originator. No, no, no.
It's all listen,
What I am talking about to you now, as we are
So would
demonstrating,
you answer me question,
originator.
please? Where do we come from and where we made it?
We come from the originator of this universe, who is conscious, who has energy and has a will. Now, the next step I will say, this originator is not finite, not dependent, and so not finite, not dependent, so means it's infinite in all its attributes and qualities, and it's unlimited in all its attributes. And
what is
putting
it?
this together, this originator is absolute being. Why I say so? Because if that originator wasn't absolute, independent, then you have to ask, where did this originator come from? Do you follow?
I have asked you that 1,000 times.
No,
did you
I
know?
am saying,
And
I
we are
am
not
saying,
getting to the...
no, I am saying we're taking this step by step.
But we've been doing that, haven't we?
No, no.
You don't have to go through all that.
No, no. The reason why we're doing this so that we do not fall short in our logical steps. So this originator either is the absolute or is a result of lots of other originators with no beginning and no end, or there is at the end one originator who is absolute.
And who is he? Who is he?
No, which
What
one?
is he?
The question is, either for our universe there are.
Answer me.
I am answering.
The answer is not the question.
I am answering. Either the answer is our universe has a cause which is called originator A, which came from originator B, which came from originator C, and you can go on and on ad infinitum, right? One possibility. Or this chain of causes for our universe is not infinite, but is a finite, because at the end there is an originator which is absolute. Before this there is no other cause, is uncaused, eternal with no beginning.
Is that one of the same?
No.
No, these two options
Is
are
that one
different.
of the same? Well, who is it? What is it?
Okay,
He's the
I'm
one
saying
creator.
which one makes sense?
Hey, none of them at the
Cha-
moment.
Okay, let me tell you
Which
one by
makes
one.
sense to you?
Okay, let me tell you one by one.
Kind of tough.
One by one. Let's take first example, first option. If there are infinite chain of originators,
Simple question. Is it Mahu?
Mansur,
Simple question again, right? Who are we? And where do we come from? And who made us? Right? If you can answer that.
He actually
Wait, put them three questions.
to be fair, yeah.
we are human beings, a creation of God.
Here we go.
We come from the originator.
We've been down that line.
No, but that's the answer.
You asked,
Oh, we all come from originator.
To the
originator
yeah.
created us.
Where is he? Where's he at?
The originator is not within the creation. When you create a camera, the camera is not inside you, it's outside you. Yeah? So you've created a creation outside you. This originator has created this universe, the cosmos, outside of the originator. A separate creation.
So the originator is not within our universe.
So this originator,
He's outside of the creation.
we,
Who created the first creators?
okay, this is what I was talking about.
Thinking and our thinking.
Exactly, when you say
You know,
originator, who created this first creator, look, when we talk about originators of our universe,
No, the iman, you know.
originators of our universe,
Once you believe, then
as I
it
say,
stands
our universe
convinced.
was caused by originator
Step,
A,
step,
was
step.
caused by
One
originator
step
B,
question.
and you can
Step by step.
infinity, or there is an end to that.
There must be
When
an
there's
end.
an end, when there's an
There's always an end for means.
there's an end, of course.
must
If
be
there
an
is an end, then you cannot ask who created that creator.
What about the beginning, not the end?
No. The beginning, we're going backwards.
Oh, right.
Our universe is here. At one point, our universe wasn't here,
Yes.
but it was created by an originator,
A creator.
creator.
Yes.
So, if you want to go by who created this creator,
Exactly.
Someone
yes.
else?
Yes.
Another one,
Another creator. Where did he come from?
another
Who
one.
created him?
Yep. Okay.
Who created the first creator?
No, let's go back to this questioning. if we keep on questioning who created that creator, that creator, that
Not
creator.
that creator, the first creator.
What do you mean by the first creator?
The first creator ever, who created him?
If
Where did he come from? Who
I
created
am
him?
going to demonstrate that from this universe, right?
Also, it's very simple, bruv.
Oh, thank you.
The first cause has to be uncreated, otherwise it's not the first cause. Simple. The first cause of everything has to be uncaused. Because if it's caused, it's not the first cause. That's the answer. It's very simple.
So that's where we come from. That's who made us.
The first cause, look, think about that.
I'm thinking about
Whatever
it.
the
I'm
first
thinking about
cause
it
is,
now.
has to be uncaused. If it's also caused, it's not the first cause.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you get your brain around the fact that whatever was responsible for bringing everything into being,
Yeah.
that first cause
Yeah.
has to be eternal, always existed.
What was that called?
Otherwise, it's not the first cause. You have to go back to what the first cause was,
What was that?
Which is what?
which is the first cause,
Why you just
Uncaused.
cause it going back?
which is uncaused.
You get it?
That's logic. You can't escape the logic there. The logic for the thing that brought everything into being has to be uncaused. That's why it's the first cause.
That's the first cause is uncaused.
Uncaused. It has to be. Has to be. It has to be. Otherwise, it's not the first cause. It's a very simple, very simple way to look at
That's
things.
where we come from. The first cause, which is
Uncaused
uncaused.
is uncaused.
Uncaused. This is why when the Quran says, say, He is Allah, the one and only, the independent, the absolute, to whom everyone seeks Him. The one beside of all, this originator. The one who is not born, the one who doesn't produce offspring, the one with, there's no comparison with Him or equal with Him.
He's always been there.
Always been there. That's how the Quran describes this one cause. So you agree with this, so you can no longer call yourself an atheist because that's what the Quran tells you to believe, and you believe in it.
Your belief, isn't it?
But you believe in that too. You believe in that too. You believe there's an originator. You believe this originator has will. You believe the originator is conscious. You believe the originator has energy. You believe the originator is uncaused. You believe the originator is eternal. That's what the Quran describes this originator. And it names this originator as most beautiful names. Allah, Ar-Rahman, and so on.
This originator, never mind because, is a figment of your imagination.
No, but hold on a second. If you deal with things logically, Mansur said that there's a few things that you agree with. Do you actually agree with those things? Because you did say that you did, to be honest.
Right, can I say something? Can I give you a rest? Right. If what you're saying is right, if it is right, every one of these religious groups around here would say his originator is the original one.
Very good question.
Yeah? And that your religion is wrong and his religion is right. And everybody else's religion is wrong, his religion is right.
That's a very good
So
question.
how do you know which is the right?
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
No.
They all say everyone else is wrong except theirs. That's a good question.
Excellent question, Mansur.
Excellent question. Okay, what we say is this. The fact that there is only one originator, there can be only one. Do you agree? Do you agree? There can only be one. Okay, let me tell you why there can be only one. Do you drive?
Yeah.
Okay. If I modify your car with two independent steering wheels and controls,
Yeah.
you sit on the left or the right? Are you an American car or English car?
No, English
The
car.
English car. So I drive on the other side, right?
Yeah. You got the left side, I got the right side.
And we sit there, and we are independent of each other.
Yeah.
I don't listen to you. I don't have to listen to you because
Yeah.
that's what
You got your own
independent.
steering wheel. Yeah.
I've got my own control. I want to take the car to Leeds. That's north.
Yeah.
And you want to take the car to somewhere south.
South. Brighton.
Brighton. Where's the car going to go?
Brighton.
It's a
Not
nice
bigger
day.
than you.
Nice day from Brighton.
Good. If the car goes to Brighton, then I failed miserably to take it to the north, right?
But as soon as my back's turned, you're going to go to Leeds, aren't you?
Wait. At the same time, when we are deciding on a matter, on an affair, if we have two independent entities like ourselves, you can't have both of the things happening at the same
No,
time.
no.
Right. If likewise there was a creator, more than one creator, more than one originator,
It wouldn't
and
work.
the world would be in a chaos.
Yeah.
One of the creators says, originator says, I want to live for another 35 years. And another one says, I want you to die straight away right now. They can't both do it.
Both can't be correct at the same time.
Exactly.
Yes?
Exactly. Right. So when the Quran says, had
Pleasure
there
talking,
been,
sir. I've been glad
we'll talk again. We'll talk again. Yeah.
With
Take
this
it.
point.
What's your name? Sorry, what's your name?
I cannot tell you.
Okay, all right. Okay. Let's
You take care.
Let's just say friend.
You got your
I'll
photograph
have
anyway.
to kill you if I do.
Oh, don't do that. I thought we're supposed to be the ones that do that. No, anyway, no, listen. All I'm going to say to you is, all I'm going to say to you is, when you've had a conversation like this, look, when you've had a conversation like this, yeah, when we've had a conversation like this, rather than it just be a bit of entertainment, I hope that we can ponder on what we've heard. Yes, just think about things. You know, look, even a young child, a 1-year-old.
I started talking to this gentleman here. I started talking to him. He walked away from listening to me.
Hey, I was with you.
He went to get his camera.
He wanted to record, so that's why, yeah?
Even
And I told you to come with me. I was right next to you. But there you go.
look, just last thing, even a 1-year-old, when it's facing frontwards, yes, and it sees a ball come from behind, and it sees the ball bounce, what does that child do? 1-year-old.
Cry.
No, 6-month-old, 1-year-old, what does it do?
They go for the ball.
It turns around to see, where did that come from?
They want to keep the ball for themselves.
Where did that come from? Because that's something inbuilt in us. And that's what Allah says in the Quran, that did the universe give birth to itself? It asks you the question, think. Think for yourself.
Just a roller, but it's been a pleasure talking.
Anyway, pleasure.
Pleasure talking, sir. Take care.
Take care of yourself, my friend.
So going back to
the question about
I was in great religion.
just to finish this point about being one absolute being.
Yeah,
So if there were more than one, the Quran says,
It wouldn't work.
لو كان فيهما آلهة إلا الله لفسدتا. Had there been more than one God, there will be corruption and chaos and fasad. That's the Arabic word.
Yeah.
So as you realize from the example of a car and so on, you can't have more than one absolute being. That means then, when we examine the religious belief systems, any belief which says there's more than one God, more than one absolute being, we can leave it aside because that cannot be true.
Right?
Any religion which claims that there's only one God is a religion that we can say, okay, fine, this is one candidate that we can think and examine.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
You'd like it better.
No,
You'd like their reasoning better.
No, potentially this is something that we can put in our examination table.
Right.
But any religion which is polytheistic in its nature, we can discard it safely. Why? Because there cannot be more than one creator of our universe, so anyone who believes there's more than one creator, that religion cannot be true. We can just eliminate that. As I just said, if people believe there are 2 gods, or 3 gods, or 360 million gods, you know that cannot be true. Because there cannot be more than one absolute God.
Right?
So any religion which presents to you this belief system of polytheistic belief, you can safely put it aside. You don't have to even worry and examine it.
Right?
Good. So the answer to your question about why are there so many different religions, each claiming exclusively mine is right, is because of this reason. So let me give you first a little bit of background. There is one creator, as we demonstrate that logically and rationally. This one creator created even the first very human being. And from this human being came the human offspring, human progeny. Whether you're black or white, whether you're green or whatever, what color you are, I don't know. You are not discriminated against because God created you all. So God is the God of every single human being. He created them and He didn't leave them alone. This creator sent guidance with prophets and messengers throughout the time of their time in this world. So human beings have been here quite a long time in this planet, right? As human beings are isolated in certain nations or tribes and localities, God raises from among them a prophet, a guide, a messenger to tell them what they should believe, what they should do, and what they shouldn't do, right? So from the very beginning, this message has always been the same and the same one message, that you are created for a reason and you have to fulfill that reason, and if you don't, then you will suffer some consequences in the hereafter because there is another life after this. So this has been a consistent message, that one creator, submit and worship and glorify and show gratitude to this one creator. But what happened was this: as time went, certain people didn't like the idea of submitting to this one true God. because it went against their interests. For example, let me give you an example from today. If from tomorrow the Parliament wants to legislate, all the pubs should be banned from tomorrow.
All the what should be
Pub,
banned?
pub.
Oh, pub, yeah, yeah.
No more alcohol.
Yeah.
Industries should all be closed and destroyed. Do you think they can pass this law? There will be uprising and revolt.
Yeah, it wouldn't get passed.
It won't get done. Why? Because it goes against the interest of a lot of people.
They'd lose a lot of money.
Not because of that, because it goes against the interest of people. They say, oh, I want to drink, I want this pub, What can I do on Friday afternoon? I'm dead without
It would
without
go
it.
undercover. It would still exist.
Yeah. So, as you can see, people's reluctance to give away, even though alcohol or alcoholism is actually...
غيض يا الطارش يلم عنا خط بكتابك بترحيبه لو سرابك ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل تسريبه
واسأل عنا له منا قل علامات